What is going on YouTube? Hater back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500 and Solana. Specifically, we need to talk about whether or not the markets are going to be seeing a major rebound reversal back to the upside, which is honestly what I think is going to happen, but I need your opinion to create an educated guess as to where we're going to be seeing these markets move to. Yes, you heard me right. I need your help. If we have a majority vote that it leans one way or the other, it most likely is going to do that within the market because the market is built off of sentiment, and you guys are sentiment here. So we need to figure out, as you can see within this ascending fractal we've drawn on XRP's daily charts here, we are creating a higher low movement. And you can see each time we fall to the downside, it's on the support. We have a floor, an uptrend, and you can see how we're starting to reverse off of that here. We have just dealt with a pretty solid pump and then dump here. You can see we've actually fallen from a high all the way down. We've fallen currently 21%, currently moving up to 17.6%, which is a big reversal and a big correction. Our thought now is, do we have room to continue to head lower to the downside, or are we going to use all this support and rebound up and move to the upside here? And not just on XRP, we need to look at all the other cryptocurrencies too. Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P. All these cryptos are moving around in very weird ways, so there's lots of interesting things we're going to have to go over. We're also going to be pumping out a meme coin video in the afternoon today here, so I'm very excited to go over that. And super quickly, super brief, we are going to be continuing to do our Amazon gift card giveaway. I think I'm going to up it a little bit here, maybe 25, 30 bucks. I have to figure it out. I have to buy one. I just mailed out the current, or I'm actually going to be mailing out the current winners because he reached out, he responded back. So I'm mailing out his stuff. You know who you are today, sending that out. And then we're going to be redoing this. All you need to do to enter the giveaway again is literally comment your favorite cryptocurrency down in the comment section below and smash that subscribe button. Literally do those two things. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll be picking the drawing this Sunday. Lastly, BitFi is still doing a $200 giveaway on your first deposit with the link down in the description below. Literally register for free to BitFi and to make your first deposit, and you can earn $200. More information on this is down in the link down in the description below. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, but let's dive right into the technical analysis. So guys, we left off at a pretty popular level here, and I think we need to continue to go over this. Not only were we looking at the Shiba videos here, forming some sort of descending fractal bull flag here, more so the main focus was on this fractal right here. I made this video yesterday saying, is the bottom in? Is this week, will it be huge for XRP? And you can see within the thumbnail here, I continued to draw this higher low movement. We hit the bottom support. Could we see a reversal to the upside? Are we due for a rebound? That's what I need your guys' help with. As great as I can be, or as good as I think I am within, figuring out the market movements here, I'm still not an expert, and it's still the future, and nobody can predict the future. History does help us, and that's what I can base a lot of my trades off of, and previous trends can show us where the market moves, but I'm not 100% certain, and I'm getting stuck at this point here because you can see there's a lot of things we got to look at. We're trading on XRP inside the sideways channel here. That's one thing to keep your eyes peeled on. There is a sideways channel moving here. We are creating this higher low movement here, and you can see that's most likely the leading contender. I'm leaning more towards a 70-30 split, 70% bullish, 70% chance we reverse out of this, and 30% chance we dip lower. Now, why you might think, some might say, no, that's 100% bullish. Well, the reason I think it's correction is A, we're getting rejected off this price ceiling up top here. B, Ethereum and Bitcoin look pretty bearish. And C, XRP has just broken out of its relative strength indicator in its ascending fractal here. Like I've said, these ascending fractals, whenever they appear, are typically bearish. They typically have a correction in mind, textbook bearish here. And you can see with that drop, we could continue to dip lower. Or we can reverse up. Again, it's kind of in the air, but this statistically, historically shows signs of correction, which is quite interesting. Now, if we zoom a little bit closer, we take a little bit closer look, and I'll show you that in a second. I want to refresh on the coin market cap. Everything is yet again down, 2.58 trillion, 1.5% up. Bitcoin's up, Ethereum's up, XRP's kind of up. Nothing's really doing well except for Solana, which just is exploding and just taking over the entire marketplace. It's absolutely incredible here. Solana with 91 billion market cap, that's absolutely insane here, but everything else is dipping lower besides Solana, and I think at some point or another Solana is going to dump too very quickly. 85 on the Fear and Greed Index. This is a good indicator here. It's showing you guys that we kind of topped off. We were oversold, overbought. Too many people bought in, too many weak hands, and now we're trying to flush it out. We were at like 91 at one point. Now we're down to 85. And I think we need to go a bit lower as we're way too in this extreme greed pump. Remember, halving is still coming on Bitcoin here in April, and I think that's going to be very contingent on why we're seeing this dip. I think we might dip down closer to about 50K or 50 to 60K on Bitcoin here, and then following, we're going to see another retest, rebound, and explosion to retest and break through all-time highs, heading Bitcoin up to 100K. That's kind of my prediction here, but you can see with this movement here, if I jump to the 4-hour, things start to become a little bit clearer. You can yet again see where we've clearly confirmed the price ceiling. It is very much so a rock solid support as to why we use this bottom support as a means of support and why we use this top resistance as a means of resistance. As we bounce off of it and we bounce above it here. And you can see what's good on the 4-hour charts is we are nearing oversold on the relative strength indicator, but you'll notice here, not only are we getting close to seeing a bearish cross, a death cross on XRP's moving average or on the 4-hour chart, but we're kind of getting sandwiched between this price ceiling. So no wonder why we're getting a little wonky here. You can see in the past, we typically use the red band or these moving averages as a means of support, but the fact that we're through it, we got this price ceiling, we're going to fill this in. And hopefully we pop off. I really do think that this is what's necessary here. You can see the pattern that's playing out right now. And in the grand scheme of things, it makes sense. And I'll explain why in a second. But you can see with the way this chart looks, we typically bottom off on support and head up. That's typically what happens. And I wouldn't think this is an outlier from that same equation here. But jumping to the weekly chart, you'll notice a few other things. You'll notice where do we go? Or I think I'm forgetting what my point was here. But anyway, you can see on the weekly charts, we're not doing too bad. About 55 on the relative strength indicator. We're consolidating for sure the past 3 weeks, right in between the weekly moving averages here. So we don't look bad overall. Maybe it was the daily charts that we're looking at here. Daily charts are using moving average right here on the daily to as support to head higher. So truly, I think a rebound is necessary. Now I remember what I was going to show you. On the daily, now that we're zoomed out enough, you can see what's actually formed is a massive, and I mean massive, bull flag formation. At some point or another, you have to come back and realize that we are playing a breakout outside of a massive bull flag that took a very long time to complete. This took a very long time to complete. The down channel alone took a very long time to complete. You can see here, if I take the date range from breakout to breakout, you can see it took 113 days. That's a third of a year, which is nuts. Like 4 to 5 months here is a very long time. And what that means is the breakout is going to be a very long time as well. You can see this was much quicker. So the breakout was much quicker, but with this being much longer, this breakout is going to be much longer. So with that breakout, of course, we're going to be seeing these big wicks, these big movements. It's going to take a long period of time. If it took us over 100 days to consolidate and fill out and complete the bull flag, it's going to take a similar time to also complete, or we have to consider at least half, 50 days, a little over a month of bullish market sentiment here as well. And another thing to consider, which I want to show you guys, is within this bull flag breakout that we have here, I want to take the current breakout, and if we then pan this over here conservatively, we still have room to clear or retest at least 78 to 80 cents here, which is another reason why I think we're due for a potential reversal and a potential rebound up. There's a good chance we are going to see prices break up, and that's why I question it. That's why I question you guys. Is there room to dump? That's what I want to know. Are you guys thinking that this is possible, that we're going to expect to see dump, or that we're going to break up off here? Regardless of which way we move, we're going to be doing the trades on BitFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BitFi lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. They have Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, tons, and I mean tons of altcoins, and they have XRP, which I have favorited, as I've said before. to leverage trade, and not many exchanges offer that here, which is why they are so incredible. My favorite part is, besides the $200 giveaway that they're doing completely free, which is awesome, which, check out in the description, they have a welcome reward sign-up bonus, and they have a demo trading account. So not only can you get, $200, but then you can also earn up to $2,800 by completing new user, advance, and exclusive tasks, all for free. On top of that, they even have a demo account. So for those that are novices, new to the exchange, or beginners in crypto learning to trade, this is the platform that you start at. This is where you start. You try to learn how to trade. They give you $50,000 in Monopoly money to test your skills, completely free. Learn to get familiar with the platform. Learn to get familiar with the site. All different exchanges use different features. They're in different places. Get familiar with that first. Make a couple trades. If you do well on this using the Monopoly money, you can then switch over to the live account, and you can obviously click to receive and request new demo money at any given point. So it is an incredible platform, incredibly well designed. So make sure to check them out with the link down in description below. Anywho, moving forward from XRP, now that we have that understood, because, oh, come on. Okay, because I'm betting on a reversal to the upside. That's where I think markets are going to move to. I think XRP is due to dip. Some of these other cryptos don't look the same, and that's what we need to go over and discuss and talk about here. When we look at Solana, for example, we just keep pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping, and it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. We have drifted so far away from our uptrend here. I don't know how much longer it's going to last. We approached our price ceiling. I thought this was the top. I still do think it's the top. I'd be very shocked. We're very close to hitting all-time highs, although I don't think it's going to happen now. It's still a possibility. We are so freaking overbought and overextended. At some point or another, you can see this is kind of the first rager that it had back in 2021. Rager up became extremely overbought, the same relative strength indicator that we're currently seeing now, the same level, and then we dumped, and then we consolidated back up. That's what I think is due for Solana. I think at some point it's going to need to come back down to neutrality, to neutral levels, to this here. Then we'll pump up and we'll go higher than where we started from. And you can see this would break us all-time highs. This is the pattern that we need. The first time we did this, we were at overbought. We fell down a moving average, and by the time we hit all-time highs again, we were only at 74 on the RSI. The first time we broke all-time highs, we were at 88. So you can see how we're actually in a downtrend here while the markets went up. It's a reversal here. This is a reversal up. This was a reversal down. It's some sort of bearish divergence or bullish divergence. I get confused which one is which. But I'm looking for a similar pattern here. I would likely think that we're due on Solana to correct back to the downside, consolidate a bit, and then buy in long. But we have a short opportunity on our hands, and that's what I've been patiently waiting for, and hopefully you guys are too. So keep that in mind, that this is way too much hype, and if we do get in, there's a good chance of FOMO. That's just my opinion. As for Ethereum Bitcoin, and this is why I get skeptical about XRP, with Ethereum and Bitcoin correcting right now, there's a chance XRP could fall lower. But again, we've also done the opposite. We've exploded on XRP while we haven't really seen much on Ethereum. So it could flip-flop here, but you can see just like Ethereum did is what I expect Solana to do, dip back down. Ethereum hit an all-time, its all-time high for 2024, and then it started to dip back down. We need a cool-off period. We need the markets to come back down just a little bit, and then we can take advantage and buy in and expect to see markets come back up. But I would think, yeah, maybe we could reverse up, but I would expect us to come back down to this moving average. I think it's very necessary and very healthy. Same thing with Bitcoin. I also think these cryptos are due for some sort of pullback currently. Shake out the weak hands. Lots of mainstream media is starting to pick back up. The general population is starting to pick back up on crypto, and they usually get wiped out pretty quickly because they bought in late. And then later we see another run. So that's what I would expect to see happen. S&P is getting very close to doing exactly what I had predicted. You can see if I move this here, we're coming back down to support. And that's exactly where I drew it. I literally put target right here and I didn't move it. If we go back a week, 2 weeks from now, you can see when I first drew this, the price was like right over here. And we've literally consolidated up to it. and we're right on it, which is insane. And now I would expect the next movement to break through and fall. So correction as well with the S&P 500. So I think everything needs to settle back down a little bit before we pump higher. With that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in the afternoon. Peace.